We get the gold here. Really unfortunate, because this is now a really good 80% run. We did, thank God. So I can continue on, treat it like a D1-D2. We don't need to heal, just need the gold, hopefully from both ghosts. Nice before we die. Use nailed it just to make sure. Perfect. Off we go. Oh, damn. If I'd known we got the blue smithing crystal. Well, it's actually back to being a 8% run, or good, or could be, let's say. I'll still treat the quests like a not all, but a D1-D2 run. Nope. This resetting is bad. This is really good though. Full party. So I got the sword. I still need 6 gold to war. Perfect. We have that. Decent pace if we can beat 30 under 11 minutes 30. So in what? 2.5 minutes. Should be doable if we don't get any bad ambushes or mineshaft. At least the iron's good. Should have probably used nailed it. No, never mind, we still cleared it. And a war. Okay. We'd get past 30 with this, or at least 230. This is an 80% run. This could be the 80% run, from the looks of it. Considering we also just got another 6. You don't want a healing crystal. You do though. Like to craft some stuff. So we need to sell one, so I can sell one, I can sell both. Stools are equipped, healing stones are not, leather, wood. There's nothing we can craft. Okay, fingers crossed, as long as we can do 40 in this batch, then it is definitely an 80% run and has a fair shot at getting under 30 minutes. All depends if we get an ambush. Oh. But it's an 80% run, and I definitely have to turn in the quests. There's no way I have enough gold to craft gear. And we get all skeletons too. The best grouping. It's fine. We only need 5 or 4 for the boss. The one time I didn't want to do 80%, and now it's 80%. Okay, focusing on damage more so than anything. Hopefully we can clear before it does its AoE too many times. Good, chomp is good. Nailed it is still better than back attacks, I believe, with the wind sword. On. Effect, 3 down. You might leave, no. Is this the last hit? It is not. Thank God. We can consider this a D1-D2 run, so to speak. Because now I would go back to the mentality of buying iron and crafting. We need 12. Oh, we need a little bit more actually, but I don't want to buy it just yet. I want to make some iron shields. I can't actually make that many. 5. I can get rid of the stools, they're not needed. I won't keep the bone, I won't keep the iron. Shouldn't have bought so much. We make 1 iron shield and still be able to walk. Also didn't get many in the tavern. Essentially, if that boss didn't AoE, we would have had a fair shot of clearing it. So if it just kept chomping and getting rid of 1 unit at a time. We don't really have the gear for 5. We do have to try it, I guess. Either way, this is just farming gold. We're in a really odd position because we got too many warps early on, and that's when we want gold. And I need to sell stuff. Yes, I'm selling the draw. No, I'm just selling an iron. I don't think we can clear the boss this run either. We should have iron shields at this point for the HP buffer, because the boss at max does, I think, 18 with the chomp. So having 20 HP, we can survive. Everyone else can't. We are still ahead. I think usually I'd be done with 40 around 15 minutes. But had we gotten that boss first try, definitely could have done under 30. Or if we walked past the boss, I guess, would have been good. We need, what, 30? We need 150 gold to make all the iron shields. Actually, plus the smithing cost. So it'd be 300-ish gold? It'd be 20 per... So that brings up to 50. 50 times 5... No, 250, sorry. We need 250 gold in order to craft the remaining shields, and then we can guarantee do 40. We might get lucky and be able to clear 40. Either way, that's the right move, because if we can clear 40 still, then I guess it has a shot at 8%. If we can't, it doesn't really matter. If he doesn't chomp the first move, I'll quit out. Does chomp, he chomps the one with the iron sword, so... if he chomps again, we'll continue. You're making this really hard on me. Yeah, I was gonna say just stack damage at this point. Chomp, and of course now we get the good RNG. But it could still be 80%. I don't think I'm gonna turn in the quest. Even though we kinda need the gold. Always turn it back on. A little bit slow though. We might get like a good warp or two. Go ahead and craft. So I need 12 still. 1, 2, 3. It's 12. I counted right. And here's what it is. That and the iron sword. Cool. And we're in a good position. I just need 5 patrons. It's going to be very close to 30, at the very least. 5, perfect. They need the healing stones. I need to swap the swords. Also need to figure out a better way of doing this, because either way, I'd have to redo it myself so that I can reposition the healing stones. But I'd like to cut out all the menuing. But yes, if I had 5 or 6 healing stones, which I had the gold for it, I could cut out the menuing there. So it might be worth buying up to 6. And then you would just hire and move, and moving's a lot quicker than having to unequip and re-equip. We have the HP, we have more damage, so we should be able to do 50 and 60 pretty easy. Hopefully we get enough gold to unlock the mystics after 60. I think we're kind of behind. If we get lucky and get the chest gold, we'll be fine. Other than that, I would say we're on pace at the very least. Maybe a little bit behind. And if we did get that 31st try... Oh well. Not doing any percent, I'm doing D1-D2. And of course. Where do we go? If we don't get ambushed, we can technically do this boss. We are significantly behind on gold though, and have to do 60 through 70 manually without auto-casting the AoE attack, which is actually really bad. It's a lot slower. If we can get this boss done, ooh, I can give my any percent a run for its money. Should also probably be healing. I feel like they do 12. They definitely do over 9. 6, not these guys though at least. Iron Sword should clear, please. Nope. Fine. We've got healing. If we lose someone to 55, I'll have to put out. Which is fine. We've got an extra gold. We're still ahead on time at this point. Alright, there's a chance. Heal? Okay, there's a really good chance that we can do 60. Cool. I should have taken that opportunity to top up. Should probably done the Jelly first, as the worst attack out of the group. And it does the most. If we get down to 1, I will try to safety strats and heal up a bit. Like now, for instance. I want to use your mana. Clear. You need to heal. Clear. Oh, clear. Okay. 59. Again, should have manually done the Jello. Not a big deal. We can do it this round. Except I do need to heal. We want to just stay topped up to make sure we can do the boss. Okay, manually should be fine. Sorry, auto should be fine at this point. Heal up, perfect. Clear in this round so I don't take any unnecessary damage. Awesome. But we're not at 1,000 gold, so we can't unlock the mystics. That's an issue. Cool, we're looping his healing. I guess I could try and farm out a little bit extra gold. One Iron Sword down, probably not. Never know, we might get the chest gold. We did not. Okay, so we have to sort of alter our strats a little bit. Ideally, at this point, we'd have 1,000 gold, unlock the mystics. Since we don't, I'm going to grab the bed, so at least we can get 6 party members. I also buy... Ooh, I was trying to buy just up to 6, I didn't realise he didn't have enough. We've only got 5, but that's still really good. Grab the bed. I want to hire the carpenter. Everyone you hire, it costs more to refresh, so that was the better play. And then the 2 Iron Swords go over here, you go there. And we should be able to do 60 to 70. It will be slower though, so I'm not sure if this is on pace to beat my PB. It should make the run a lot better for our D1-D2 run, considering I had an atrocious one last time. 57 minutes to get out of D1. Should be 30 to 40 minutes. We're doing fine in terms of damage. It's fine, we skip an enemy. Take 3 poisons, not a big deal. We're not clearing 1. Yeah, so we are in a bad position. I should have done one of these golden people. They have less HP. Yeah. I should do it manually just to make sure I can clear. Realistically, we want 6 to be able to do this properly. Should also heal just to be safe. But we'll try and make it work. That was my bad. Got punished though. Proper heal. It's not a big deal. Okay, this guy has the least HP. We should clear. He does not. That's a bit annoying. So with 3 mystics you could easily clear all the enemies, which A, makes it significantly quicker, and a lot safer. I actually don't think we'll even get enough gold after this segment. Should have gone after the girl as well. Especially because her back's facing us. Facing me too with the iron swords. There's a lot you can sort of optimize if you do things manually. It's not a big deal though. This room. This is really bad. We get 3 of the quote-unquote pseudo-elites. Granted, if we can get to the boss with the 2 iron swords, it's pretty much a joke. All depends on if they stack damage. They did not. I shouldn't have healed. I really need to just clear. The 2 iron swords. Okay, Ray, we lost one. We will have enough gold, though, to get Mystics after our repeat. And I will do it manually, just to make sure. Yep, not turning quest. So this is definitely not an 8% run. Should be a decent normal run, though, at the very least. We'll put them on these guys. I want the extra healing. Okay, so manually, always target the weakest. They should clear. Oh, they don't even clear. Never mind. This doesn't matter. I should probably craft an extra iron sword then if this was how bad things are without a mystic. Hopefully we can still get to the boss and clear it. Otherwise, I might just reset, because then this is a atrocious D1-D2 run. Because we should be on the final segment at this point. This ambush is really bad too. Yeah, we lost someone. So funny, you want warps later on, but then if you get them early, you screw yourself over. So I will reset. I want a decent time, and that was not going to be a decent time. And I'm just going to focus on a normal run, not 8%. Too bad about that. We just gotten the 30th floor, like good RNG, like the second time we fought him. Ooh, that would have been a really great run. Or could have been a really great run. I could put to bed my hunt for a sub 30 any percent. Surprised I've not gone carpet tunnel with the amount I have to click through this game. Once many clicks. Ah. I've been pretty good at entering the dungeon around 101. I was about 103. Just slightly behind. I mean, the seconds do matter. My PB's 30 minutes, 33 seconds. So I only have to save about half a minute to get under 30. So 2 seconds is already a big portion of that. I was clicking through the prompts, I lose focus a lot. Ooh, exits. To you. Fire. Middle. Exits. Exit. Ooh, on. I think it's definitely a better strat to not follow the guide for this early segment and clear this guy extra times to get more wooden swords. Because I think the time it takes you do save. Oh, mushroom, that's a nice sellable. But for instance, at this point I just hide a Soul Junkie, enter and exit. I think it's better off if I do clear to 5 again, because you get a guaranteed wooden sword from the mini-boss. I don't know if I have a healing stone, so just in case I'll do the boss manually. I suppose I can save after this one. No, I don't have a healing stone. So Healing Stone really slows you down, because you don't want to auto-heal there, you don't need. Okay, 2-1 swords, so we can clear this next segment perfectly, so to speak. 3, 2 Palm is actually really nice. It means we can clear the boss pretty quick. I think 1 round quicker than normal. Though I did misclick, I should hide the junkie first so that you get the wooden sword. Slightly more damage. By that I mean 1 extra damage. Which still makes a difference, so worth doing. And that, rooms like this, 3, 3, and 2 is fine. Skeletons and these, I don't even know what to call them. They have 3 HP and then the others have 2. Okay, but we should be able to clear this round thanks to the extra counter. Hopefully. Yeah, perfect. Gold. Nope. Goblin Shield's actually kind of nice. We will just use our extra nail bits to try and clear our door. Except in this case, this room is horrible. Hopefully we can get this guy down at least. He drops a decent amount of gold. Perfect. We can try and clear. We didn't lose anyone, that's pretty good. We just want to continue. We want 110 gold. We might be able to do the mini-boss with the nailbits we have left. We'll see. Either way, this is definitely bad in terms of timing. Patrons, nice to see. Craft. And sell all your extra resources you don't need. You want to keep bones, wood, and iron. Everything else can go. Quest. Talk. Upgrade twice. Grab the 2 sword junkies, and I would clear 5 again, just for the extra gold and the extra wind sword. Pretty quick. Perfect. Hopefully we have 4 patrons, fingers crossed. Perfect. You want to hire the carpenters first. But they have healing stones, we only have 1, so we do have to buy 1 more. Just to make it a bit more smooth. And off we go. Now we can relax for a bit, till 20. No gold. Sad. We want the gold. Our goal is currently over 200. Ideally 250 gold. You really need to get both chests for that. Sloppy ambush. But you need to deal with the slugs first, because of exactly that, the speed down. We should be fine otherwise. No one died. Speed down's gone. You just want to top up to above 8 HP before this next boss. I should have really been going for the slugs there. Cool, we didn't get punished. This guy should be able to be dealt with. Yep. The ogre I don't think you can do in 4 hits. Oops, I really should have healed there. But we can see. Adjust. Once we're down to 1, I'll take a turn just to heal up. Or... slug. And then these guys. After you attack one, you can just leave it on auto. Because they'll attack whichever one's the weakest. That was bad though. Oh, we did get him down. Oh, everyone's at 8. You want to be above 8 because this boss at its best does 8 damage. So both of these junkies can be cleared in one hit. On that, I should really just be focusing damage at this point. We've got our above 200 gold, really nice. Pretty good pace actually. I think we're a little behind my any percent. It's not a big deal. Should definitely beat our current D1 split. To be honest, anything could beat that. 57 minutes. That was such a train wreck. Okay, so... Ooh. No, I was talking to the right person. Thought I was on the build blacksmith step. Okay, let's turn in the quests. You want to upgrade the stools and the table. And you're looking for 5 patrons. So I'm actually going to grab everyone and do a little bit of farming. Since it should be really quick. Everything should be done in one hit. Essentially we need... Well, we have 100 gold, so it's perfect, because you need 60 to craft, 20 to teleport, and theoretically, on average, you get 2 carpenters. I do just want to do a bit of safety gold, just to make sure the run does go smoothly. So I won't do the boss, but I will do this floor. We can leave, get some extra stuff. Pretty sure this is quicker than selling as well. Okay, enough patrons, we did not. So this time around, I will just exit and leave till we get 5. You want 5 patrons to clear smoothly. Perfect. I have the carpenters. And then we can go ahead and craft our iron sword. Stick it on this guy, who should have the shield because he has the most... He does the most damage, so you want to have the most HP. We're clearing in 1, which is really good because it means you're only fatiguing 1 damage, so to speak. We should be fine till 30. And then 30 is just luck again. 30 is probably the hardest boss because it has either... Well, it has 3 attacks. It has a sweep, which deals with one side and does about 13 damage, a bite, which does too much damage, and then a AoE that does way too much damage and hits randomly. And you don't want the AoE. If you just get it to chomp, you can sort of just power through and do enough damage. If you get AoE, there's nothing you can really do. It's just a loss. Back attack, so we couldn't clear, unfortunately. It's still better than a 3 enemy room. There is enemy priority here as well. You don't want the special ghosts, so the white one of these, that lantern carrying guy, or there's a big puffy ghost that looks like a genie. You don't want them surviving, they have the worst attacks. But looks like we're fine. Yeah, so this was a horrible room. They all used their special abilities. That one didn't, but we should be able to clear this guy. Perfect. Whirlwind. It's alright, there's only 1 left. Crit, it's nice. A little bit behind pace. Be done with the boss. And sorry, this is the wrong boss. I'm thinking of the floor 40 boss. Which makes sense, because we want the iron shields for that boss, so we can survive damage. Shouldn't be healing. Should always just maximize damage on the boss. They have far less HP to the amount of damage they do. So if you just stack damage, you're a lot better. Exit. So, buying iron and crafting iron shields so we can survive. And probably grabbing extra healing stones too, just to make it a bit easier for itemization. Okay, so you're buying up to 14 iron, unless he doesn't have enough, like so. And then you're just crafting as much as possible. A second iron sword is your first priority, then iron shields. We have the goblin shield too, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna hire first. because I don't think we have enough gold to buy those and warp. Actually, we have exactly enough gold. Which sucks, because now I have to manually do itemization. So for instance, you guys should have these swords. And then extra healing stone, extra healing stone. Wasn't too slow, so it should be fine-ish. Either way, we've got plenty of damage now. There's also a rationale to having one iron sword over here, because on the boss it's on average going to be more damage, since the boss should theoretically keep changing sides. That way you're guaranteed at least one back attack. But I think for clearing, because the initial start of every room that enemies are facing get back to this side, you want to have the iron swords there, just so you can try and clear quicker. Granted, there it made no difference. That one it did because we got a crit. No crit on the boss. 10 damage. I'm getting pretty good at remembering. Skipping enemies is always just better. It's always 50% of your party, and it's only 2 damage ticks, so it's not a big deal. I would love the war. Either way, we're skipping a 3 enemy room. Whatever this is guaranteed, because I always seem to get 4 skeletons here, and they're by far the easiest clear. Okay, so priority-wise healing, you've got to keep your 2 iron sword guys topped up. That way they can do their damage. But I am just going to try and top everyone up. Just for the sake of safety. Maybe not this guy. Cool. Then we're spamming. Again, don't worry about healing, just push through, do as much damage as you can. Yeah, we're most likely dead in one hit anyway. Infector's a horrible one. 2 survive for at least a round. Hopefully it should be done this time around. Come on. Perfect. Okay, we had 3 iron shields, right? So I need to make 3 more. Ooh, I don't know how much iron I need though. Cool, some armor's nice. So yeah, I smelted it all. He doesn't have much anyway. This is actually kind of bad. Be down on iron. Luckily we did get that goblin shield. 5 should be enough to do this next section. The bosses in the little kitchen area are by far the weakest. We'll just fix things up a little. Do you have anything to buy that might be of interest? No. It's not worth buying the armor. It doesn't give enough HP and it's just a huge money sink. So essentially, as long as we get past 45 without losing someone, we're fine to do the boss. If we do, I will have to reset. And by reset, I mean the floor, not the run. The run should definitely be fine to do D1. Cool, no gang ups. So it looks like we won't be losing anyone. Probably should have used Nailed It. I don't think we need to conserve the healing. I don't know if it would clear quicker. That was bad. I should have just attacked. Okay, just no triple attack on someone. Actually, because of the crit, we cleared one. So from here on out, it's fine. Even if we lose someone to the next floor, we should still be able to clear the boss. Whatever reason, the bosses from this point onwards just have low amounts of HP compared to what they probably should have. Kind of like the janitor. the janitor has shockingly low HP for a boss. Cool, and we didn't lose anyone because they spread out their attacks. We should be fine from this point. Granted, this pig is kind of bad. He has slightly more speed, so if we let this drag on too long, he'll actually do a double attack. But it looks like we're fine. Out of 1 heal, we still have, what, 10? Plus, like usual, it being a boss, we're just going to stack damage. Back attacks are always better than using your main attack. Except if you have a winged sword. I mean in terms of the iron sword. But see? Cleared it nice and easy, even though we lost people. Cool, and we got the gold. This is in a pretty good position to unlock the mystics after the next segment. On that, ooh. How many more iron shields do I need? I think I need to buy 3 more iron and craft 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. Yep, 6. Perfect. We got 6 patrons. That's really nice too. Let's go ahead and do it like that. We should be fine. Everyone's got a better HP buffer. And then, yeah, the boss is a joke again. This, bad. Anytime you get a 4-enemy ambush before 55 is horrible. Because it's just a lot quicker to do the normal room. It would have been 2 enemies. Instead, we have to sit through this. Luckily, we haven't lost anyone. So, we're fine to continue. Debatable if you just want to exit and restart, if you get an ambush that early. Probably actually quicker, in hindsight. Warp. To be honest, the only way I'm going to realistically get under 30 minutes is at least having a warp in the run. Oh, we lost the Iron Sword guy. I'm actually going to reset. We lost a minute because of that 4-enemy room. And then we get horrible, horrible people. You probably actually also want to craft a 3rd Iron Sword here. Just for the safety. And then you can probably do what you need to do with 5. So we just need 2 iron. Got a little bit off script here. Give it to the soda junkies. Put them first. Okay, let's see. We can clear an enemy in 1 round. Then 5 should be enough. Yeah, so we should be fine. Since we have the 3 iron swords now. It's just a significant increase in damage from 4 to 13. Definitely behind on pace though. Might want to heal up, because I think they do 7 at their best. So, yeah, these 2 would be at risk of dying. Don't want to heal up on a mini-boss, because they do more damage, obviously. Cool. Warp. No. I should probably... No, you have an iron sword, I'm not gonna... I was gonna say I should probably heal this one up. We can do that now, though. Ooh, why do you not have a healing stone? Do I only have 4? Did I make a mistake? I think I made a mistake. 12. Healing. I wonder if they stack. I've never actually looked into that. No, it still need 2 damage. Okay, so more or less we're fine. Except if you die from your dot. Nope. Heal yourself. Ten should be enough, you should heal. Perfect. Okay, and then, like usual, this point onwards, we just want to stack as much damage as possible. Try and loop the boss into its self-heal. Perfect. So we can obviously do more than 20 around. Should be done this time or next time. I think if we got a crit there, it would have been one and done. Yeah, definitely. That was an extra 6, 4 damage, or 6 and 10 damage, something like that. And then the crit's an extra 5 each. No, 6 each. It's even better. We have 1.2k gold. So we can unlock the Mystics, which makes the 60 to 70 split super easy. So you just want to unlock the Mystics. Hire Soda Junkie. Sell a little bit of stuff just to make sure you have a gold buffer. So you can sell down your weapons. So we have 6 shields. We have all iron shields, so we can sell everything else. Resources, blue smithing crystals. Keep your bones. Bones are very important going into the next section at D2. Start from 1. Even exits, and fingers crossed you have 3 mystics. I think it's doable with 2, but ideally you want 3. Perfect. Hire them all, hire everyone else. Doesn't really matter. More just about farming XP at this point. And you just you're manually casting Torment, and it should clear every enemy in 3. Which makes this room slower, I'm pretty sure, but this room quicker. Because this would normally take 2 rounds. Healing up is not a big deal. If we get 2 ambushes, it's probably worth it. Or if we get to the 4th guy in any room. I'm pretty sure in the mini-boss we might. Then we can heal up. Otherwise it's not worth it. And you should also probably put the iron swords on your other guys, since on the boss it's extra damage. I'm pretty sure we can't do this in 3 hits. I feel like you have 80 or so HP. Right. Nope, never mind. And then after this, you're buying a bed, and you're just trying to get as many mystics as possible. In fact, it's probably worth getting 6 every time, or trying to, for the XP. It does cost a lot of gold though, unless you get super lucky. That's pretty nice. Unfortunately, we don't have the mana to push further. I do want to just beat the mini-boss for the gold. There is a little bit of gold farming if this wasn't a any % run, which I mean, it's not. Granted, we have a decent pace. I think it's about 2 minutes per, though. So doing 70, 80, 89, 90 to 100 means we need to be at this point at around the 24-minute mark. Either way, we're just beating this guy. Ooh. Okay, never mind. If this takes us past 80, this is now a super tight 80% run, but under 30 minutes. Can we do it? Is the question. So, oops. Upgrades, bed. Refresh till we get 1 mystic. Refresh till we get 3. Perfect. We don't have enough gold to warp. We need to sell a bunch of junk. We need 80 gold. Come on. Okay, this is going to be really close. Should probably do 1 enemy rooms through manual attacks. It'd probably be quicker. I think we definitely need another warp down to 30. I think that warp just came a little too late. We'll give it a go though. We should probably live. Don't think it's better to manually hit the mini bosses. You don't have enough damage in just normal weapons. So these guys definitely should have had the other gear. It would speed up the boss. Come on, just give me a warp or something. Let me skip the boss. Ah, only we had a key. All depends on how quick we get the mystics next room. Or not next room, next little bit. Next tavern. Come on. It's definitely 2 rounds to beat this boss. You're gone. Meteor was bad, it's really slow. Yeah, I think our chances of getting under 30 are definitely shot. Could still probably PB if I'm quick enough. Either way, this is a really good just normal D run. Kinda bad. Very bad. You need at least 3. You don't want to waste gold hiring the 2 there. It just costs way too much to reset the tavern then. Okay, so yeah, so definitely not under 3 minutes, unfortunately. Probably not under 3 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 seconds. And not a PB. Still a really good run. I can't do the boss in 20 seconds. Or 10 seconds, I should say. It's at least 3 rounds to deal with him. Especially because of my poor itemization on the 2 other side junkies. But still, a really good D1 run. Should be it, either this round or next. I feel like it's like 250 or so HP, and we're doing 80 a round. Might be a little bit more. Cool. Okay, so swapping to this guide. We're just following that basic step before leaving D1, unlock the bag of resourcefulness. And then you also want 151 iron and 11 wood. So we're going to need roughly 3.5k gold. So we will have to farm for a little bit. From this point onwards, talk to the wizard, activate the portal, don't turn the quest, and don't leave. Not until you get those unlocks. 3 mystics, perfect, we don't have to reset. It's good, because we don't really have the gold for it. We're selling junk. And then we're going to 80. 80 is perfect with 3 mystics. We'll see if we can do this enemy with just normal attacks. We can, perfect. Otherwise, group of enemies, cast. 3 is just enough to clear everything. Anything that does live will die in 1 hit. You don't want to farm the later levels. The gold to essentially time it takes is not worth it. I'm not sure about an early level where it's just 1 mystic cast to clear. That might be quicker, but for now I find 80. 80 to 90, just repeating that is your best bet for gold. This guy should live. Mini boss, no big deal, unless we get distort. should be aiming to leave this world at around 40 minutes. Oh, we got bad enemy grouping. Alright, no one died. Snail's also bad. It could be worth doing the boss. I don't think it is. I think it's a time sink. If you could guarantee that you got the chest gold, then I would say do it. Otherwise, just clear up to 89 and then leave and reset. And then yeah, you get about 700 gold each time. Oh, 800 gold, we'll call it. In about, what is that, a minute 50, so 2 minutes. If I had a full party, I'd probably do the boss. The other thing you are grinding is levels on the Mystic. That's really important for all the dimensions going forward. I'm going to reset, look for a 3 and then a full party. As we lose all our gold, and we just have to hire the junk. 5 again. So probably not worth doing the boss. You should also be buying iron in between these runs. I don't feel I have enough of a gold buffer though just yet. Because as you saw, resetting the cabin is just a horrible, horrible cost. Iron Sword might actually do more damage, 21, 15. No, so in most cases you don't want to use it. Do live, that's fine. As long as we don't get a bad room. We'll give the boss a go. At least it'll tell us if it's quicker or not. No point taking alternative paths. If you had a key and you saw bonus chest, that's probably worth going for. Everything else, no. You just want to grind. Okay, so what? We're at 130. We'll see... Why are you doing more damage, I wonder? You must have a trinket or something on. See how much extra time this takes for how much extra gold. So 990, let's remember that. So the boss itself drops 100 gold, and then the chest if you got lucky. But I think that's pretty decent. An extra 30 seconds for 100 gold. No. No, never mind, that is not. The higher one, reset till you see 2 more. Then just hire whoever. And of course, at this point we should be buying out the iron and the wood. Well, I guess we're doing this for a bit. Definitely think this is slower in terms of gold. They don't drop enough extra, so to speak. They drop... what is that? Probably about 5 to 6 gold more. It does take 1 extra clear. So you're adding this animation to every room, essentially. Ambushes are nice, though. Because ambushes do give you... how much extra gold is it? It's not double. I think it's like an extra 50% gold. Now, I don't know how we're going to go with the mini-boss either. Yeah. Not worth it. We're already at a minute 30. We're doing 500 gold instead of 800. Granted, it's always worth to do at the back end. The slow point is the start, where you have to fight one enemy room and then a 2 enemy room. Obviously, it's 1/3 and 2/3 of the gold, technically. Because on average, you're fighting 3 enemy rooms on this back end. Ooh, that was a bad misclick. Might as well try the boss. Mana. So how much gold do you drop? Definitely can't be worth it. Chest is, though. So 1 or 2 more farms. Depending on how much gold we spend. Resetting. Again, buy out the iron, the wood, down to 80. It's now also 1 extra click, which is kind of bad. Alright, I should be manually attacking this one. Also think you might be able to get away with just grabbing 91 iron. And no, not even 91 iron. What would it be? It would be... What math is that for? 160 iron is for 3 iron shields, 3 iron rings, and 2 iron swords. But I think you could probably get away with just getting the iron rings and the iron swords. It would be 60 plus 80 for the swords. 60 plus 40, no, it'd be 100. So yeah, so 91 iron actually might be enough. You don't craft the shields. We'll try that. We'll try and go for 100 and, 91 iron. Need to stop using, nailed it, it's too slow. I use it again. We'll do this for the chest, because the chest is definitely worth it. It's fine, you'll live. No gold. Oh well. At least 1 more run, that means. But we are leveling up the mystics, so it works out in the end. So, how much iron are we at? Not quite there. Almost there on wood, though. I do think this is a little slow compared to what should be optimal. There's still a bit of testing. If I can find a quicker way to farm gold, that will definitely help. Somewhere where you can clear in 1 hit. If you can clear in 1 hit, then essentially they need to drop at least more than half the gold. No, if you can clear in one hit, they need to drop more than 1/4 of the gold. Yeah, that's how that works. But then there's also entering the dungeon, exiting the dungeon, and then also the boss and the boss gold. Because the chance at the boss gold from this one is like an extra 500 gold, so it does make a big difference. Enemies. Same too. That's probably worth this casting. I don't know. Is the cast... Is it 2 times the attack speed or higher? Okay, so with selling, we should probably have enough gold after this one. Maybe if I grind it a little past 90. Using it here is definitely quicker than 3 attacks. So 2.1, I have to buy 40 or so iron, so that'd be 400 gold, 2k for the thing, so we need at least 2.5. We either need the chest gold, or I'll do a little farming past 90. Hey Sandturfer, done pretty good. Sort of moving away from just 80% runs to starting to work on all dimensions. Still a bit inconsistent because of gold. Like this farming portion is taking me a lot longer this time than it did previously. I think it's because I haven't had much luck with the boss chest gold. Ooh, we are out of mana, so actually I can't farm here. I can get at least one enemy down. Well, if we sell stuff, we should have enough gold. We have 11 wood, so we can just sell junk. Keep the bones, everything else can go. So what, we have 72 iron, so we need an extra 300 gold from all this. Keep the demon horn, it might be useful. We can probably get there through selling. Either way, you don't really need attack damage to farm. We don't get to 300. But we did. So it's just resetting for enough iron now. So hire soda junkie. Ooh. And enter and exit. Buy out the iron. Unlock the bag of resourcefulness and onto D2. Only 9, not bad. So we need another 19 or 9. We only need 91 because I'm cutting it down. But also didn't need that amount of gold either. Bad. Oh, it's fine. Wow, only has 3. So that's like a huge time loss there. If he had 20 or so. Perfect. Don't need that many, I only need like 10. Upgrades, bag resourcefulness, and off we go. So, 10 minutes saved already. Awesome. Whether or not this impacts our next bit of clearing. So HP Relic is a definite. Tutorial stuff. Get our gold. Speak to the wizard, watch the Primal Lands cutscene, unfortunately. Talk to him again. Don't know why they wouldn't just start dialogue again there, if you are forced to do it. Okay, so unlock the Mystic. If you want 6, I will settle for less, so I don't have to burn through my gold. Give me 3 at least. Come on, be nice. Thank you. Okay, crafting. Craft all the iron. 2 swords. And then iron rings, not shields. And we don't have enough gold. Oh well. As long as we have enough to essentially equip the mystics. With the rings. Okay, and you're doing this manually. Until 20, and then you can turn auto on. We also have the bone. It's going to be really good. It means we only have to find 1 more to unlock the arena. And then the arena is really nice because I can just script stuff. Ah. Always the wrong click. Oh, essence on a boss is really nice. It's an extra 3 essence instead of 1, like a normal enemy. I'm curious if that's scripted. I don't think it is, but it would be nice if it is. I know potentially the first enemy having essence could be scripted. We do a repeat of this run, so I can, I guess, check it out. Because then it might be worth just farming that over and over to get enough essence to have a nice buffer using the HP relic. You're going to save your key, or any keys you get, for healing fairies above floor about 30. Just anything to help you push a little bit further is really good. On that, it's going to take 2 hits or so, so using their AoE is much better. So you can go ahead, turn auto on, relax a little bit, let the game do its magic. Cool. Essence, nice. Is it 1 or 2 hits here? 1/2. They drop 10 gold. I don't think it'll be quicker clearing here than 80 to 90 in terms of like the previous gold farming. We will take the... No, the warp was pointless. I don't know why I did that. I still need to figure out how XP works. If it's the same amount per enemy / boss, or if you get more XP further into the dungeon. Cool. Our possible time is also already at 1 hour 30 minutes for D1-D2. It's quite nice. Anything under, on average, an hour per dimension, I'm going to be quite happy with. So the reason you're trying to get as far as possible is after this run we unlock the magic clock. And the magic clock is something you want to try to utilize as much as possible, meaning clearing this dimension in as few runs as you can, and then clearing the next dimension as well. I'm pretty sure you can at least get it, or get use out of it on this dimension and dimension 3. Unfortunately, dimension 4 onwards is going to be slower. The hope is by that time you'll have enough resources to craft the Phantasmal Claw, and you can sort of use the endgame strats to speed through everything. On that, we have enough mana to do probably 50 or 60. We are getting a decent amount of essence, which is nice. You gotta remember to actually... bonus treasure could be worth it. I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, right. I gotta remember to actually upgrade the relic. I forget that way too often. Yeah, I had a feeling it was like that, where it's a set amount, so it doesn't really matter if you're farming early on or later. In which case, until you hit 9 on the mystics and get the regen, you're better off just starting from 0. That way you clear as much as possible with the magic clock. Because I think it takes 1 run starting from 0 and then another 2 runs in like 20 floor segments. And if you can cram that all into 1 run, you'd save time with magic clock. Because you can definitely clear at 30 floor intervals if you have the mana regen. It is definitely good to know that, so thanks, Santofa. Saves me testing it. Actually, in that scenario, I was going to test it really stupidly. Like, I was going to beat an enemy, like, do that, because I was thinking it was 1 XP per enemy, times by the amount of units in the party. But yeah, floors makes way more sense in terms of the general structure of the game. The healing fairy actually lets us push till 70 most likely. That's quite nice. In a sense, this is slower, but in a bigger picture idea, it will make Dimension 3 quicker. Because obviously, if we had the magic clock, we could be doing this in double time, and we are starting from 1 again, so it doesn't really matter. Plus, we're getting a nice gold buffer, so I can unlock locksmithing or craft the iron shields, which I'm missing currently. Cool, we're still clearing the single enemy for the whole party. So I think we're doing till 70. We'll continue on. I don't want to risk skipping, obviously, XP. So in that case, Santofa, I should write it down and calculate exactly how many floors you need to do. Oh, but that'd be really hard, because you can't guarantee the number of floors you're doing in D1 with the Mystics. Ideally, it would be, what, it would be 70 to 100, so 30 floors. But then it's however many floors it takes to farm, and farming is really dependent on if you get the chest gold. So yeah, no, there's not a good way. Probably just to boil it down to this, doing as long of a run as you can with the first group, and then as long as, I can't say that string of words, doing as much as possible with the next group. So like even now we'll continue, just because we do want XP. So I could look and see, say if we hit 9, and figure out how many floors. So that way we could cut the next run short, so to speak, and only go till we hit 90, not 90, till we hit level 9. Should probably be AoEing everything at this point, given how much damage it's taking. But we'll just go till we run out of mana, and then we'll do normal runs. Or we'll do another run like this, and then segments for pushing. Be done. Perfect. It also might be worth doing the mineshaft, just for some extra iron, because I assume mineshaft levels will also give the same amount of experience, which means it's about the same time anyway. If it's taking us 3 to clear, an extra 2 casts isn't a big deal. We're almost out of mana on the first. I guess we're going till we're out of mana on the second, because we need 3 to clear. We're probably cutting it short at 80. We get Essence as a reward, it's really nice. Cool, and we cleared in 1 round too. So I've spent, what, 10 minutes on this run? Roughly. Yeah, we'll see you at 200. We might be able to clear this. Yeah, we'll do this floor, because then that should be out of mana. Right, so even though we can warp to 80 now, you don't want to. You really want to get to level 9, so 2 more levels. Clover's actually nice, because we want rings. So out of curiosity, we need... call it 160, so that's 40 floors. So yeah, so you definitely want to start. And you want to dump your gold and hire 6 mystics, even though it's costing me a lot, just to guarantee that we get as much XP as possible. Crafting wise, I don't think, well, I guess going for the iron shields is correct. He doesn't even have enough. We will buy weapons and armor that we see. Craft what we can. I guess an iron sword might have been worth it, just to up the last one's damage. Okay, so we start from 1 again. Auto is off, cool. So manually attack till you hit 20, and then swap auto back on, and hopefully we hit level 9. If not this run, then we do 80 to 100, or try to do 80 to 100, and then that should be enough XP. That also probably makes it worth trying to prioritize getting 6 mystics for the first run, instead of saving the gold to craft. Even though you might not get further, you're getting an extra 2 experience per floor, which is significant. So that's, yeah, I need to write that down, and that'll be the goal. Even if you can't craft the rings and the sword, at which point you probably just go for the rings, because it's extra HP, damage, and mana. And then you can just turn on casting. Plus you get the Iron Fist from the quest anyway, so you should be fine-ish to do till 20. Okay, so auto on. Also should have checked if we could build the arena, because then I could just script it. Because essentially all the way till 160-ish, you're using enemy team greater than 1, strongest group attack. You're just meleeing with normal 1 enemy. You should be able to do it in 6 no matter where you're at. We're continuing. No point using the warp or our key. We only want it for healing fairies, because again we are just farming XP. And essence. Lovely, lovely essence. Makes the chameleon boss way less RNG. God, I hate that boss. It's definitely going to be the worst boss in the entire run. It's just so RNG. Okay, so yeah, so I'll hit 9. Sorry, I'll hit 8, or I would have already hit 8 at this point. It's whether or not we hit 9. I think to definitely get to 9, you want 6 mystics on that earlier segment, so the previous run I just did. I could probably look up the amount of experience you need. Possibly? I'm sure it's on the wiki. There, Mastery XP requirements. So from 8 to 9, you only need 288. So yeah, so it's another roughly 30 floors. What did I do? Did I pause? No, I split. That was dumb of me. It doesn't really matter. We'll do it like this. I'll skip this one. Just so we can see and I'll add it to the other one. All because I typed. Yeah, enter is my key, so when I clicked enter to Google it. But yeah, so I'll go to 70 just to make sure, but we should hit 9. Or 80. No, it'd be close to 80 because it was 288 on the wiki, and it would be 50 floors with 6 to get 300-ish. So we'll try and go to 80. We stopped at 118. So we're looking to do this the rest of the run essentially in 32 minutes. Should still have enough mana between the other 4 to get to 80. Getting really lucky on the essence box as well. So much quicker. Oh, Saber's really nice too. Really good weapon. I think another rule of thumb is you want to upgrade all your weapons to at least +1. And I also need to denote, this is the first magic clock run. Continue. I could have probably done the healing fairy there. And then we could have pushed past 80 and made some progress. That was a mistake on my end. I should have taken the healing fairy. Because once we hit 9, it doesn't really matter where we start from, we're just trying to start as late as possible. I mean, we should be able to push a little bit anyway. Why do you have a healing stone? That's really bad. But I should have taken the healing fairy there. It have probably got to 100. Oh well. Hopefully we can get to at least 90. I guess the healing stone is helping us out. Except in this scenario, I should be manually making them just spread damage like that. Bonus treasure, just to make sure we skip a room. Gold shields, not really needed anymore, because from this dimension onwards you're not really worried about gold. Dimension 1 is the only really big gold hurdle. Manual attack should be fine here. Yeah, it's alright, we're losing people. We still have 3 casts. We'll let it go. 90, at least we made some progress. Definitely gutted over not taking the healing fairy. Hit 9, got our mana regen, so it's really good. Okay, hire. I guess you're just hiring whoever, it doesn't really matter. And we will check if we can build the arena, so I can script it. Build the quest, build the structure. We can, we just need 2 iron. Oh, scripts. Yes. New, doesn't really matter what it's called. Enemy. Back turned. Default attack, new enemy. Not mana. Team alive. Greater than 1. Strongest group attack. I need to work on this. And then enemy weakest default attack. No. Enemy weakest group attack. That should be correct. That should be the most damage. Make sure you set it. And make sure you spend your relic. Upgrade your relic. And then we're just buying any armor, shields, and I do think the power gloves are useful. We don't really have to worry about bluesmithing crystals till later. I don't think there's anything we necessarily want to craft. The only other thing would be to upgrade this, the kitchen, as much as possible. And I guess the stools and table. You don't have to go excessively, but I guess it will help. Cool, and we should be fine to manually do this. Why did you order? Oh, because I clicked on it, right, that makes sense. Right now, the cast is doing 20, so it's fine. So it should be more than any damage we can do manually. I should probably test it. So So you're doing 20, you're doing 29, you're doing 29. Yeah, so that makes sense. And actually, I shouldn't have upgraded the tavern, I should have bought the locksmith, so I get a key. The idea should be, these three will run out of mana, they'll swap to these three, and then these ones will recover, and essentially we should be able to do 30 floors, fingers crossed. You are just a joke. Don't have to cast on you at all. I would have loved to take the warp. Obviously I can't. Should have I should have bought the locksmith upgrade. Would love the healing fairy. No key. Still doing more than 20. Even on their base attack, I'm pretty sure that was on par. It was 19, wasn't it? That's close enough. We start at 90? I think we start at 90, so I'm going to 120. At least I should be happy with at least 120. Obviously, if we can push further, is really good. Mana-wise, doesn't look like we can unless I get Healing Fairy. Should have mainly done... yeah. Getting so tongue-tied today. Even that. Again, I'm getting so tongue-tied today. I should have manually done the boss and just done auto-attacks to conserve mana. Yeah, I think the script was kind of a bad choice. It's definitely right for the last boss, the chameleon, and doing damage that later on. I think you could get away with just having it set to cast above one enemy, and that way you're conserving mana and you can push a bit further. We should still be able to do till 130, I believe. Also, I've got to denote it, this is the second Magic Clock run. Yeah, and they should really be spreading their damage. I'm gonna do it manually. So at least I can control it a bit better. So hopefully this should clear. It does not. Never mind, you can have control again, game. I am not smarter than you. In fact, that might have cost me clearing 130. Like, if we lose someone, there's really no point. You don't want to take an alternative path, because there's sleep is now put in the status pool for the healing fairy, the bad healing fairy. You really don't want sleep. It's awful. Oh, we'll have cast for 29, so we should be fine. Fine. Definitely not getting much essence on this back end. You want above 70 HP on everyone for the final boss. Granted, we don't have armor yet, so that's obviously going to help. But that wasn't too bad. We did 40 floors? Okay, so locksmith, buy out armor. Really do that first so I can equip it. You can actually make armor. Don't think there's any more use for bones, so that's correct. And we did need... No, accessories are fine. Okay, so everyone has armor now, it's nice. Hopefully we can do till, say, 60 or 70. Regardless of the final push, once you get to 190, you're resetting unless you have full stats. Because you need full HP and full mana for that segment and to deal with the boss. Either way, I think we're pretty ahead on time. I said 32 minutes, didn't I? Yeah, so 140 was the previous time, and we ruined the timer at 118, so 32 minutes, and we're at least quicker. We should be able to do it in the next 9 or so minutes. I do believe, especially if we get warps. Okay, so you want 6 mystics starting, and then you want to clear 0 to wherever twice. Ideally, you would look at your XP, and then you'd work out how much you need, how many floors you need to clear, so that you can do it in the 2 runs. Was there any other changes I made? Yeah, I didn't grab 151. I grabbed 91 and 11 wood just for the rings and sword. Granted, if you're going for 6 mystics, I guess only the swords are the priority, or are the rings because you get extra mana. Probably for clearing, the swords are still the priority. The script was fine, it's working out for the most part. And then clear in 10 to 20 intervals. We're doing a bit better than that, so it's nice. Ooh, I don't think I've talked to the tavern owner and got the rat extinguish, or rat slay quest, which is really bad, because you want to get that done before you move on to D3. And obviously I've missed a huge opportunity to kill rats if I do not have that quest. And fingers crossed we can get to 170, and then I can do 170 to 190. And then we would have done, hopefully, the run in 5 magic clock uses. And then if we can get lucky enough and do it D3 in 5, which I doubt, we'll be in a very good position. For the most part, I don't think there's any real switch up in terms of the comp you're going to use. Until you consistently get the magic claws, the phantasmal claw. Mystics, because of their regen, will allow you to push further. I guess once the clock is done, you don't have to worry about it necessarily. And then you might want Dark Mages for the extra damage. Also, wasn't paying attention. Hopefully everything's still being cleared in 5 tasks. And having the 1 unit down is not... well, 2 down. So I don't think we can do till 170. It's not too bad, we're still ahead. You did not loop into healing, which is annoying. Actually curious... no, we're doing less damage than he's healing here, aren't we? So we might not actually be able to beat him. Unless he dies here. No. Okay, so... that's really bad. It's first time loss? Well, we got him. Thanks to a double hit. Lucky. Otherwise that was going to be really bad. Still on pace. We also didn't get any magic rings, I believe. You really want magic rings in order to clear 190. You're like 2 damage short. So hopefully with the clovers we still find some. This is the 4th magic clock run. I think my previous run I did in 7. So 5 or 7, either one's fine. I should upgrade the weapons. Okay, we skip the boss, so we can definitely do 180. We would want to do 190. As long as no one dies, we can do 190, I guess. 190 though is again going to be tricky because we don't have just enough damage to clear the floors with 6 casts. Okay, we didn't lose anyone. It's just the boss. No key. Unfortunately, can't take one. Just too risky. Going in 6. Perfect. That's good. It doesn't do a lot of damage. Okay, looks like no one's died. We might be able to do 190. So I can't remember if 180 is the same issue. We'll see here if it takes more than 6 casts to clear. In which case, I'm not quite sure what to do if you don't find at least 1 magic ring. So yeah, so right now it doesn't take 6 casts to clear, so that's really bad. You needed to find at least... yeah, that. There we go. A wooden staff or magic rings. If you had some, that would be great. I think the red gem is actually better than increasing your mana pool. A skull blade is really nice. So are the shields. Hire our mystics. Do a little bit of itemization. For which I mean upgrade stuff. So all your best weapons should go on the right hand side, since they're the ones most likely back attacking. And then this guy, and probably this one as well, should just have the meaty club for the regen. And with this shield, that should go on your highest damage dealer. Wish we had magic rings. Power gloves are better, because obviously they give more damage. Other than that, you're just buying out bluesmithing crystals, probably like 30 at a time, and then leveling up whatever you can. I just do 1 level on everything. Granted, I cannot remember what is equipped. No, ooh, I didn't need to do that. Whatever. We've got tons of gold, so you can buy more. And armor is also important to level up. Three means we're still using this. Demon armor, chainmail, mail. Hopefully this is all the armor. Was that 2, 4? No, we're missing 1. What's this? I'm not going to bother upgrading that. That's horrible. Okay, that'll do. We should be able to do till... well, hopefully we get to the boss, but I don't think we have enough damage still. The wooden staff is not enough. This is the 5th magic clock run. Let's see, is this enough? Okay, that's intriguing. The red ring says physical damage, does it not? Yet he's doing more damage. Is it because of the enormous amount of extra damage from the skull blade? Can't be. It has to be the gem. That's curious. That makes it a lot more consistent if it's not the skull blade that's giving him the extra damage. Because as you can see now, we are clearing in 6 casts, which is really good. Kinda necessary. Elites are fine. We're not taking too much damage. And everyone, for the most part, is above 7, except for you, because we are missing 1 more good piece of armor. Warp is great. I guess we will try the boss. I doubt we can actually do it with this comp, with their HP being low. The Skull Blade might be enough damage. Ooh, what blue item did we get? We got another Skull Blade. So if we can't do it this run, we can definitely do it the next run, thanks to the Skullblade damage. He's got 950 HP, I think I remember. So we'll just say 1,000. We're doing what, 20, 40, 60, I think your attack was 50, to 110, I don't know, call it 200 damage a round. So 5 rounds should be enough to beat the boss. Granted, everyone is looking worse for wear now. They can all survive 1 hit, which isn't quite good enough. Either way, it's most likely worth risking it here, because you want to, again, conserve the magic clock uses, even though it is a waste of time. Cool. See if we get lucky. Oops. 89, 80, 2 crits are great, camouflage is horrible. Okay, swap to the other side again. These guys' melee damage might actually be better. No. So I'm pretty sure we just lost. Not a big deal. Is unfortunate. We'll play it out just to see. Yeah, no, definitely not enough damage. Needed the extra HP. Which definitely be feasible now that we have a Skullblade. And you have another one available, but we can't buy. I'm going to buy the Golden Eye. Actually, I don't know. No, we only have 1 red gem. That doesn't help us. We're going to bank on the Skullblade being what gave the extra cast damage. Also, not sure if we have enough gold to do what we want to do. So if the Skullblade did give it enough damage, then we don't really have to worry about the casts. You know what, it might actually be the power gloves doing it. Can we buy one more perhaps? And shield is definitely necessary. You have the least HP, so you need the most extra HP. I think everyone else's shield gives enough. They're all under 70, which I don't like. We'd need 10 per thing, so we need 60, which I don't think we can get to either. The level up the shields. We'll try it. Nope, because I clicked on the wrong one. Doesn't matter. A little bit extra HP. Okay, fingers crossed we can do it this run, and then we've saved some time. If not, we're at least on par. I did have a pretty good D2 on my previous run. The only big issue was that D1, which we smashed by 10 minutes, at the very least. In the larger scheme of things, it's not going to make a huge difference. As long as I can do all dimensions under 10 hours, I'll be happy. Oh, that's bad, not enough damage. We still have 2 hits on 3 of them, and 3 hits on 3 of them. Hopefully no ambush. We are clearing? Perfect. So, it is the Skullblade giving damage, right? You're doing 23, you're doing 23. Yeah, so it's the Skullblade giving enough damage, not the gem. Which is fine. Which means you just want 2 power level weapons. And that way you don't have to worry about magic rings. I'm really not sure who's going to do more damage through melee and who's going to do more damage through hits. I know these 3 are. The meat club probably not, the rapier probably I could use melee. We also didn't do the dagger. No, so everyone looks to be doing more damage through hits. So I should just be hitting the boss. Cool, and he used single targets, nice. Granted, we just missed every attack. This is just the problem. It all depends on your misses. Come on, fingers crossed. Cool. I wish I didn't mess up the timer. But that should be theoretically quicker than previous. So I do want to spend a little bit of time mapping out the next dimension. I think before that though, I want to back up the save since it was 6 clocks instead of 7. So it is slightly better. Way we can reset that. I'll just back up the save quickly before we continue. Yes, we don't need that scene anymore. We can leave it like this, and I can turn the splits off. This one? No. This one. There we go. Cool. Can I do it while the game's running? I can. Awesome. So this would be intro to D3. 6 clock uses? Right. 6 out of 15. Okay, but the question is, how are we going to tackle D3? So ideally you'd want to grab iron again, so that you can craft. You have the mana, so you don't need weapons. You can just use casts. You do want to complete the quests, that's the only big issue. So, for instance, if I buy 2 more sodas, another quest done, but we haven't done the rat exterminator. You'd want to hire... but this is going to eat up a clock use. So it's really bad. I guess you go off the 2 quests, and you just try to cheat in gold. The only way to cheat in gold is, again, do another run. Because you'd ideally want mystics to be able to do the next run. You can sell stuff. You want to keep the draw, so you want to keep the horn, because essentially you always carry through 1. So all these things become 1, moving on to the next dimension. Crafting wise, it's nothing really spectacular. Be saving up for this, but you need teeth. Gold wise and upgrades. Kitchen, I guess. And then second level bag resourcefulness, I don't think it's necessary. So either way, it looks like we're doing 1 more run. I guess you'd start at 1 and hope you can clear enough rats to complete the quest. It's a bit unfortunate because it's obviously a magic clock use. So the perfect run would have cleared enough rats going into the boss. But then there's no real way you can control that. It's all just dependent. You get the rat quest, I think, the tavern after you talk, after you get the magic clock. There's no way you can, like, realistically control it yourself. And you'd have to count manually, because you can't click on the quest, obviously, to see. The essence does help, I guess. Also should have bought the iron. So you can definitely take 151 iron with you for the next one. Guess how much time are we wasting doing this? That's the big question. Does it really though? Because isn't Torment has the same damage modifier? I mean, I'd have to test the damage. Unless it doesn't calculate their base stats or maybe their attack damage. So I'm pretty sure Torment is 0.5. And then the Dark Mage one is 0.75. The only one that's actually like better than 1 times damage is Eviscerate. We'll look at it after this one. The other big thing is there's no rats aside from level 1 to 20 and then 100. So am I wasting time? I'm just getting gold. Oh, rats are definitely going to be the sucky thing. Because you need all 3 of those quests in order to have enough gold to unlock the mystics on the next run. Unless you do just stock up on bluesmithing crystals and use that to cheat in gold. The only other issue with the Phantasmal Claw is it's going to be really hard to get the materials. And it's not a huge thing. It's just quicker, is the big thing. It's just quicker than using Torment, obviously. The other issue is, just like with that Chameleon boss, at 200 onwards, you probably can't get away with just using the Torment damage. You might have to swap to Carpenters. It depends on how much the attack damage relic helps scale Torment. Because that's going to be the next relic you grab. I mean, I guess mana would help you use the magic clock effectively. But it'd have to be attack damage. There's no way you're clearing 200 to 300 in a relative quick time without extra attack damage. Because the HP scaling is just way too high. I suppose you could try Primal Lands and get a Withering Stuff, or try to get Withering Stuff. Then you're not taking it with you to the next dimension, so it's pointless again. Other than that, like here, I don't know what to do. I mean, the gold helps, but it is just a time loss. Because unless we get back to 100, we're not clearing rats. I mean, we should be able to get to 100 again. It's so slow. We have keys, so I'll walk there. Or try and walk there, I should say. I mean, at least we're getting stuff to sell, maybe? I suppose you'd liquidate? You just try and keep one of each resource and then liquidate. Since that's all you need to carry one on to the next dimension. It's 75 gold per bluesmithing crystal. You need 10 bluesmithing crystals to carry over 45 gold. That's 750 gold per 45 gold. It'd be 7,500 gold per 450,000. It'd be... Ooh, you need to grind up 15,000 gold to get enough gold from bluesmithing crystals in the next zone. So that's probably not feasible. At least this is exciting. We get to theory craft all over again. Considering no one has really touched all dimensions. The other thing to factor in is Huntress. So using the Huntress, what is it called? It's like Soul Capture or something? Where you get bonus damage against enemies. That could actually help. The Mineshaft would have... No, it wouldn't have been quicker. Because I still would have cast. I guess I could have manually done it to regen mana. We can also see how much gold we get by doing this. So we've gone 4.5k, spending an extra 5 minutes. At 10k is the next bag of resourcefulness upgrade. So I don't think that's worth it. You'd honestly just buy bluesmithing crystals to take as much with you. Because at least you can sell them for gold. Yeah, I guess the gold's kind of nice. So you would do 0 to 120 and hope that you've killed enough rats. Otherwise you're kind of just screwed because you're wasting magic clock. If only you could toggle it and pick which runs. Because then I would just spam 0 to 20 over and over again until we got enough rats. I guess the essence does help as well. Though we do have to sort of figure out which way. Hey, color hash. Did I say that right? Color hash. I'm pretty sure I'm saying color and hash. In my head, it's messing it up. Okay, so fingers crossed we get lots of rats. Cool, it's 1, 2, at the very least. You need 20. So, not. We'd have to get 1 almost every floor. Oh, 2 is nice though, so 14. Not 14, 4. I'm assuming we already had 10. I mean, I'm sure that's a fair estimate. None here though. Not looking good. Oh, 5. Oh, the white one should count too, shouldn't it? So that was 6, this would be 8. We might get enough from this run. Granted, we are almost dead. We are still doing enough damage though. Continue, because I want rats. Maybe they don't spawn on from 110 onwards. Or at least I'm guessing their chance is lower, because you have a higher chance of getting the pseudo-elite enemies, ones that have slightly higher HP. We still got 1 extra, but we are falling apart. We'll look 118 if we don't get any, and we'll just leave. Why are you a soda junkie? I must have misclicked one. Oh, we did get the quest done though, so that's really good. Granted, we wasted, I'm gonna say like 10 minutes, yeah, 10 minutes getting the quest done. But it is really important to have all 3 of these quests done. So we could buy the bag of resourcefulness. I don't think it's worth it. Liquidating is actually kind of bad. I guess you'd set it to keep all resources, and then you would, yeah, keep 99 of each resources, 0 everything else. Then liquidate. So only, it's an extra 900 gold. It's trash. You'd get more gold from selling and stuff, obviously. And then you just buy iron and blue smithing crystals. So we do need to forcefully reset. Get enough iron to carry through with us, so that we can do a little bit of crafting. So we'll go back to our initial target of 151 iron and 11 wood. We do have to buy the wood. No, we got more than enough wood. He's having pretty decent sizes. At least this way, it's not costing us any gold. Then we have 10k gold to dump on the blue smithing crystals. We'll see how much gold it allows us to carry over. Like usual, you should probably be doing this. Yeah. Oh, oh my god, yeah. I just completely spaced. You would not be buying iron. Oh, that's horrible. Damn delay. You probably could have got me earlier with that, Santurfa. Yeah, okay. I have no idea how many I used there. We still have some left. Buy blue smithing crystals. regret your decisions. Talk to the wizard. We'll still map out. I backed up the save so we can get an idea of what to do and then do it better the next time around. So you don't buy iron. You'd buy iron in between runs, so that you don't waste magic clock like I just did. Okay. Gold, not useful. The only big thing in terms of gold you're trying to work up to is inheritance. Given the current rate of gold we're getting, I'm pretty sure you'd get the 25k in Dimension 3 regardless of the relic. Mana, definitely useful for pushing how long you can go for using the magic clock, but I think damage is the only feasible way you can actually clear 200 to 300 in a reasonable amount of time. It's 1 extra cast per upgrade, which is actually like 2 or 3 because of the mana regen, but we'll do attack relic. I think this is the smartest choice. We get the XP, not that it matters. Granted, if you grab the magic, you could probably work towards upgrading and unlocking the dark mages. Where are you? 25k gold. No, that's way too far away anyway. Anyway, so you turn in your 3 quests, you get your 1.7k gold, exactly how much we started Dimension 2 with, so ideally we can do exactly the same thing. Soda, grab the mystics, reset. It's costing us 20 gold, we hired another one, it's costing us still 20 gold. Oh, cool. So, I did not realize that. It doesn't scale if you don't have the dimensions, the floors cleared. Then you would craft all the iron. 7, pitiful. I guess rings are better, since it's 5 extra mana. And you could also sell all your bluesmithing crystals. So that's an extra 450. It's a decent amount of gold. You don't really need if you have Exterminator done. The only thing it helps with is crafting an iron. But, as we just showed, you do not want to waste your magic clock getting iron so that you can craft. This should be fine. Okay. And then you just push as far as you can. I mean, order should be fine. We should be doing enough damage. Oh yeah, we're still doing a decent amount of damage through melee. Ah. So first big mistake, I should have upgraded the attack relic so that this was actually feasible. I didn't have to waste mana. I guess the current priority is the attack relic. Should still be able to do till 20 like usual. Maybe even till 30 with our base damage. If you upgrade the relic, you could definitely do till 30. So you'd also change the script, you just add default attack to the top branch. So ideally you'd want to just set that up, so all you have to do is mouse it up and down. And that way you can swap between just default attack and casting. So things are starting to take 2 hits, so it's kind of bad. But we still beat the boss. I think we can do till 30 without turning auto on. 2 hits, perfect. I will use Cast to clear 4 enemy rooms. Cool, nice essence. Still 2 hits, it's good. Back attack's even better. Only thing we're worried about is warping and healing berries. Everything else is not worth spending the keys. I should probably use casts here. It's not a big deal. But after this boss, we can turn auto back on. Cool. In which case, I guess you don't actually want to set up the script. You can't obviously adjust it. You do have to be pretty quick on the portals though with auto on. But hopefully we can get back up to 80 or so again. I think it's about 5 minutes. Overall, I'm aiming for another 30-minute world run, 10-minute farm run. I think that would be really nice. Means you could do all 3 dimensions in under 3 hours. If not a little bit quicker, maybe 2.5 hours. We don't need the healing fairy just yet. No. So I bet you conserve the key. I don't know if you counted Santefa, but do you know how many magic clock uses I wasted farming iron? At least I can count. Then we can sort of just halve the runtime from that point onwards because we'd have the magic clock uses. I want to say like 4 or 5, which is really bad. It means we've got 4 left. At least we're getting a good amount of essence. At this point we do want the healing fairy for the mana. I did play the first So Dungeon Slam, granted, ages ago. I wouldn't mind diving into that again, as like a little side project. I didn't do any challenges or anything with it. I just beat the game. I didn't even grind out, you know, extra floors. Or all the E-stones, are they? Or the cosmic looking dude who lets you combine 2 party members. And also H them. Okay, so definitely till 80. If we get another healing fairy, we can go till 100. 100 would be great. I think with the attack relic... No. I think with the mana relic, you could definitely do till 100, and then from 100 to 200. It's just whether or not 200 to 300 is feasible. Damn, am I really thinking the mana relic is better? Just for the extra casts? It might be. We might be able to push further actually with the mana regen and just swapping sides on who's casting. I think if it's taking 4 to clear though, I need to spread out damage. So we'll swap back to auto off and I'll manually do it. Granted, our damage is pretty trash. Yeah, half of the cast. But, oh, we can still clear. But like for here, I'd spread out damage and then auto cast. This way we can sort of regen mana and conserve some. We might actually be able to push further using this method. They're regenning pretty quickly. The mini boss. No, we can still do it with auto attacks. Oh, I thought they would have been done for. My bad. I think once they hit around 20 mana, we can turn auto back on. It should be fine. Oh, except if I cast. Ambush is fine. Because yeah, we're really just trying to push as far as possible. Normal attack. Can we melee this boss? I feel like that's too much HP. Nope, we got it before someone died. Yeah, it looks like we're definitely going till 100. Should be able to manually hit you. Okay, so we should be fine to do auto. Healing Fairy is fantastic. We actually push a bit further. Make up for my magic clock waste. God, I love mystics. Mana regen is just so great. Granted, they'd be complete trash if any of the other units had mana regen. Like, even the Soda Junk, if you had mana regen, and you could use the Ultra, or whichever one that poisons, because it still does whatever 1 times 2 or 1 times 5 damage, which is better than the cast. Yeah, you're weak. We can auto you. Still don't get why janitors have such low HP. We might actually be able to do this dimension quicker than Dimension 2, because of the magic clock. Definitely regretting not upgrading the attack relic. I think being smart with attacking. I mean, I could set it. Like, if their mana is below 50%, that's a auto attack and regen. And then you'd also just set it to attack strongest instead of weakest. Because that way they would spread their damage out. Yeah, that's actually a really good tip for the script. So it's MP less than 50%. No, because then default attack can't set who to use the default attack on, so you can't actually do that. I wish they just added like one more column to the Soda script, so you could program in stuff like that. Just so you could set 2 parameters. Should have probably manually attacked this one. Granted, our damage is probably starting to drop off. I think bosses are mini-bosses. Casting's better. Yeah, we didn't even clear it in one. I forgot I'm out of mana. I need to manually do it. Now we're starting to take damage. Actually, you're fine. You might wipe one of us. It's not too big of a deal. As long as I'm past 100, I'm pretty happy with 1 magic clock use. And we didn't lose anyone anyway. A single target should still be able to do it in 6 hits, right? Perfect. Ambush is kind of bad. Are we clearing? We are not. So you need 4 casts to clear. I'll do this room. But anyway, we went to 120. I'm happy with that. Cool, fingers crossed, past the boss, or to the boss. No. Levels, 3% boost is great. You really just want to stack the one. And just level them up as much as possible. Because even if you get the actual class relic by the end of the run, it's going to make such a difference. Okay, so relic-wise, we want to upgrade strength. So it's giving to attack. Their cast damage is 0.6. Okay, so the Phantasmal Claw is slightly less, but not a huge difference. It just depends how the calculation works. Because I know upgrading this, so every 2 attacks should be adding 1 damage at the very least. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. It's significantly less. But we'll try. We'll upgrade it. Do we want to worry about health, or we just upgrade attack? So right now, 60%, this should be adding 6 damage. I'm pretty sure it's not going to. 5, 6, no. We're just upgrading. Yeah, just upgrade attack, I guess. Rubies, it's fine. Fetch quest, blah, blah, blah. Might as well see what quests they have. None? Okay. So script is fine. Buying. So again, we're just buying whatever he offers. I would like the Skull Blade. I think it's fine. 1.6 is... yeah, it's not horrible. It's not great. Crafting is unreliable. So, like, I mean these green weapons and stuff is unreliable. So I don't think you want to go for them. The bone armor and whatnot, I guess if you can, you want to. It is extra HP. And iron rings we have enough, so we need to make swords and iron shields. So how much iron do you have? You don't have much. Craft all. Should be able to make the 2 iron swords at the very least. As many as possible. Or all other iron shields priority. Iron shield might actually be the priority. At least we can change everyone. Give them slightly more HP. You can have the Skull Blade, you can have that. That's more damage. Okay, it's pretty decent. Hopefully we can get to 200. That would be nice. I doubt the actual torment damage is significantly higher. Add gnomes, 50k, no, so they're not worth it. Okay. Do we still have magic clock? We do. So yeah, so they're not doing a lot more. The Skull Blade, for whatever reason, is giving more damage than the Relic. So in that scenario, I guess the MP Relic might be worth it. It all depends on how much better their melee damage is. Because you might want to change the script and make it above 2 enemies. Yeah, so we should be just meleeing any single enemy or bosses. So we're doing more damage. Clearing, I guess, is still just casting. I know we can definitely clear up to 200 with 6 party members. But you just hope that you have enough damage to deal with 2 enemy rooms with 3 hits each. So we'll try it and see. It's like this should be melee. Yeah, we're doing more than 20. On everyone too. Oh, not a big deal. So you just die by default. Same with these rooms. Hopefully 3 hits. Perfect. 3 hits. Yep. Add, oops, 2 enemy room. Should still be enough. Perfect. Here you would want to cast. And again, you go down to about 20 mana. Casting would have been quicker. You go down to 20 mana, and then you would spread out damage on this side, and then use back attacks. No, you would... How would you want to do it? Because you'd want to regen mana, because you want to stay topped off as much as possible so that you can actually push further. And then the moment it's taking 4 hits to clear an enemy is when you swap. You go back to AoEing, you can turn auto back on, I guess. See how much damage we have. Definitely gonna do... It only does 18. It's nothing. More enemy room, so cast. So yeah, so you're just changing the script, making it above 2 enemies. And then you could auto it. And you should be able to regen enough mana using that method. Because we're doing pretty good, we're staying level. Did their mana regen go up? Or was that stacked and I was looking at HP? So it looked like they just regen 7 instead of 2. Unless they have a second mana unlock? I didn't think they did. Okay, so we're at 5 enemies to clear. We still at 3 any... No, so we're at 4 hits now too, which is kind of bad. We want to do that. Oops, this should be casting. So we should be able to turn auto back on at this point. And hopefully we get a healing fairy. Mainly for HP at this point. We're looking a bit worse for wear. Okay, melee. Ah, damn it. Still, 50 floors is pretty decent. Might have been able to play that a bit better. Past 60 or to the boss. This might be doable. Like, I might be able to beat the boss even with 5 party members. Yeah, their mana regen's definitely higher. Interesting. Might actually be fine to do till 72 as long as we can clear in 5. Click over there, that's good. Just don't target this one. Alright, we might be able to do till 70. Single target is still normal hits. Please clear in 5 so I can continue. Okay, so the only difference you're making to the script is if the enemy is mini-boss or higher to melee. The pseudo-elites are taking more. Oh well. So 160, 60 floors, pretty decent with the clock. We'll fix up the script, see what we can buy. Rapier's nice. It's not a huge damage increase. We can't upgrade, nope. Okay, arena, so script, new. We're adding enemy rank. Greater than normal. Yeah, greater than normal default attack. Then this should be the most damage. Everyone's got the most damage. You do kind of want to split it up so that the damage on the 2 sides is fair, because this 3 will deal with one enemy first, and then this 3 will deal with the other. Probably to the other sense, so like that. Since the Skull Blade will do the most damage. And you want the Skull Blade in last, so if it is carrying over, it's not clearing. Because essentially this 4 damage should be less than these 2, so to speak. Granted, that's just like nitpicky. You don't have to do it specifically. Upgrading though. So we still own the 15. You probably do want to upgrade all your weapons. That's 1, 3, and then swords are our best bet. Okay. That's 5 weapons. I guess you want to craft the last sword. If you haven't found anything better. I don't know if we have enough wood though. But we do. Then we can level up the sword again. Okay, so this should be rapier, and this should be a sword. And that should be the most damage. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a ruby. So we can turn that in. What do you even get? Oh, you can just purchase the Power Forge to level up. I don't think that's worth it. Power Forge is 5k. I don't think you need to level anything up above 2. In fact, that should be all you're aiming for. So it'll be an extra 60 for all the weapons. Whether or not you're wasting it on just normal iron swords, though. Guess so. Just try and do as much as you can. Everyone's damage is over 30. It's good. And yeah, just rinse and repeat. We're doing 24, 25. We're doing a bit more damage with cast now too. So for whatever reason, weapon damage is a bigger multiplier or impact to Torment than the Relic. Which is kind of sad. Maybe the Relic is not worth it. But we cleared the mini-boss, it's nice. Hopefully we can do this in under 2 hours. Or 2.5 hours. Yeah, no, sorry. Under 2.5 hours, that's reasonable. Like the in-game time. There shouldn't really be much else to the run. It's just getting to 300. It all depends on the scaling after 200. How much it ramps up. I'm pretty sure all of it's linear anyway. so we should be able to keep up with it. And just on the lookout for any warps or healing fairies. In fact, you should change the settings, so then you don't have to worry about it. And you can actually do the speedrun auto for the most part, that it skips these paths and picks healing fairies and warps whenever possible. And even the healing fairy, you just set it to 100%. Would you set it to 100%? Yeah, because eventually the damage is just going to outscale your HP. And we're infinite on mana at this point, aren't we? Because of the regen 7. I need to look at their levels then. Because there might be more merit to grinding out Dimension 1 with Mystics. Because if you can get enough XP to hit all the mana regens, you could essentially, you could use the magic clock a lot better, because you could push so much further if you just had the mana. Let's look it up, since we're just leaving it on auto. Mystic, Soda Dungeon 2. So they get 2 mana at 9, and then 5 at 15, and they need a total XP of 2,100. Where's the calculator gone? Yep. So 2,100 divided by 6, because hopefully you'd have a full party of 6, is 350 floors. Is sort of feasible. Definitely get enough gold. Would take a long time though. So, probably grinding to level 9 in Dimension 1, or at least to the point where the first run in Dimension 2 is enough. No. You'd grind to level 9 in Dimension 1, because that way you have the gold for the unlocks. Ooh, damn, we lost a burn. Don't think we can clear in 4. No. Still, 9 is fine. But yeah, so you'd... Okay, it's a good thing for the most part, because it means that this run is going to differ greatly from the conventional any percent or D1 run, which is a bit exciting, because it obviously means I have 2 reasons to run different things. Also didn't mean to start that. Relic. HP is probably more beneficial at this point. To be honest, the attack relic's worth as in its whole, don't think it's great. The arena challenges would really help for Dimension 4. They're just so slow, because it's what? It's a 2-hour lockout, isn't it? Anyway. Swap over damage. Shop. Armor, weapons. Power Glove, I do think is nice. Go ahead and equip you. Give you some extra HP, always nice. And the Power Glove can go wherever, really. Upgrades, still don't think there's anything important. Also, I know the time's gone now. Oh. We'll just look at the in-game time. Wait, why am I talking about the timer? I deleted the timer. You can't see it. It's still on my screen, and it was counting. Now it's not. Yeah, HP is definitely a thing. Okay, so maybe if the attack relic really isn't that impactful, maybe you do want the gold relic, just to sort of guarantee that you can get inheritance for D4. Would it also be worth tying in Skull Bash? I know Skull Bash does quite a lot of damage, and since we have the mana regen, on the boss we'll try it. I want to see how much damage it does. Cool, and we're actually also back to 5 hits on Torment. So Skull Bash does 149, and not a huge mana cost either. So you probably do want to script Skull Bash to be used on, not the mini-boss necessarily, but definitely the main boss. Nah, screw it, the mini-boss too, with the amount of regen you have. Heck, even... Okay, we gotta test some stuff. Because on that 2-enemy room, if Skull Bash is enough to clear, you'd want them going in first, and using Skull Bash. Because you should have enough mana. Am I getting ahead of myself? Maybe. Clearing in 6, it's fine. No. Something to it, but you can't, obviously you can't predict it. Like, you can't plan around getting Skull Bash. So I guess just setting it up for bosses or mini-bosses, if you have it, is the go. Essentially, the script is just going to be very flexible around what you get. Big question is, will we hit 25k gold? I should be meleeing these rooms, shouldn't I? No. I should be using melee on single target rooms, but still casting on these rooms. Granted, the damage disparity between casting and melee is starting to drop off. All in all, even if we only have to push in 10 floor bursts, Dimension 3 is definitely free. Like, there's nothing preventing us from beating it at this point. It's just how long it takes. We easily have enough damage, should have enough HP. Cool. So I should be using Skull Bash here. I probably could have cleared in 1 round. With the extra 100 damage, it definitely looks like I would have. It does look like we'll get enough gold for Inheritance, which means you don't have to worry about keeping quests or anything for D4, because you'll have Inheritance gold. Unfortunately, because of my tomfoolery, I won't have magic clock charges for D4 most likely. It definitely seems like you can use it. You can get it to D4. Continue. We only want warps or healing fairies. Even healing fairies at this point are not necessarily needed. It only prevents us wiping. Because we are at exactly 6 casts to clear. Otherwise, we just need more essence. Either way, it's looking like 1 more run should be enough to clear the dungeon. We did wipe. It's not too bad. Again, if I'd used Skull Bash, there was probably a good chance that I cleared the boss. But I will reset. And this is probably the last Magic Clock run. What do you get? Another 3% boost, so that's really good as well. Pretty sure you just want to power level Mystics. Anything interesting? Clover's kind of nice. I think Power Gloves are better. What does it take to craft? Could have the first part of the script to be enemy rank normal, strongest single type. Yes! Thank you, Santurfa. That is the best way to do it. And yeah, and that way I don't have to worry about too much. And then I don't have to essentially remake it if I were to find any more, what do you think, skull blades. In fact, then it also claims around any weapon that has a special effect, since they all generally do more damage. And realistically, you just make this script from the start. And because it is a special attack, it does not benefit from back attacks. So positioning no longer matters. Ooh, I am 2 armor short. I should probably make something if I can. Do I have any of the materials? I could make leather armor. Oh, leather armor is just such a joke at 1 HP. I guess I should be upgrading. I've done weapons. No. This is like the tough decision because I don't know how much gold I'm going to end up with, so I don't know how much I can invest in upgrading weapons, because you don't want to be farming after this run anyway. I definitely want to upgrade the skull blade again, this one. Other than that, weapon-wise, what, 2, 4, and 2 swords. Shields are probably worth it, at least getting them to 2, so that's 2, 3, 4, right? And then it was iron shields, just 2 of them. Armor. I don't think you want to take any of these past the first level. Bone armor, because we need to. You probably want to upgrade the skull blade. I'm not going to, just in case. We should be fine to push further here. And I forgot to change the other thing to be 1 enemy. Hopefully this is the last round, or at least we can get close to the boss. Looks like we still have the magic block, which is nice. Warp, definite. Fingers crossed this is below 2.5 hours. We are taking some damage, so we're not clearing in 6, are we? In which case, meleeing might be better. Yeah. So actually upgrading the weapons is probably a big enough impact for your damage. We can't really continue unless we'll try and melee and see. No, this ambush is really bad. Yeah. Oh well, waste of a magic clock. Hopefully we still have some. We will continue just to clear Dimension 3. We'll just be slower for the most part. But yeah, you do want to upgrade weapons. So you just want to obviously buy as many blue smithing crystals as you can, so to speak. And then upgrading whatever you can to 3 for the most part. Just for the little bit extra damage. Even iron swords if you have to. So an extra 40. Oh, he doesn't have enough left. HP wise, I think I'm gonna grab the attack relic. Hopefully it makes at least a little bit of a difference. We'll see if we can go back to clearing in 6 now. Back attacks, please. Be fine. So yeah, so the script. Team alive greater than 1. Should be greater than 2, I guess. Or just this weakest should be default attack. In fact, you could just delete this. And that should work. We'll see if this helps. These last 50 floors are going to be a pain, is what that means. We'll time it now, and that way I can halve it. Which one am I putting back? This one. We'll see how long these 50 floors take. All because I bought iron. and then we just halve it to work out how long it should really take us. But we are clearing in 6, so you do want to upgrade your weapons. It does make a big enough difference. I'm gonna get a drink, because this is gonna take a little bit. Hopefully we can do, I don't know, like 30 floors or so. I think if you get to D4 with at least one magic clock charge, you should be able to push quite far thanks to the relic upgrades and the mystic level upgrades. Anyway, I'll be back, hopefully, by the end of this run. Oh good, no one wiped. Oh, I should pick one. It's not too bad in terms of time. Actually, sorry, it's up here for you guys. Still clearing in 6. Hopefully. Let's look at some of the other mystic upgrades we can sort of plan. So they get another 3% boost. We might have already got that one at level 19, then level 24. I think that's like the last big thing. Why do they get physical damage at 45? That seems so stupid. Level 6? No. Okay, so that's a little bit bad. So we need to make up a little bit of damage somehow. Melee with these two. We should be able to hopefully push our way through. No. Okay, so they have a lot of HP. We need to take a second to sort of rethink. So what level are our mystics? They're level 19. The next thing is crit damage, crit chance. That's not really a big thing. 24 would be the big thing. Carpenters with nailed it. Questionable if their single target damage would be enough at this point. I don't think it'd be enough to clear, so it's doubtful they're worth using. I'm not sure what the quest is. The Power Forge means we need red crystals, I'm pretty sure, so there's no point in that. Other than that, all our weapons are upgrades, so we can't really increase our damage further. Magic rings do really help. Granted, that's our first one, so we're pretty unlucky. I guess then you want to craft whatever weapons you can, because at least you can upgrade them to be better. Like the Infected Edge and the Knuckle Blade, even just an extra saber. So that way we have 2 Skull Blades. Oh, I made one too many. And then you just want to... It's what, 3, 10, 20, so that's 33 per thing. And we just made 2 extra weapons roughly. So, I don't know, that'll do. Level this up, level this up. And then we don't have to worry about the rapier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we do. An extra 30. Still don't know if this will be enough damage. Because the big thing is that we consistently clear in 6. So we don't have enough armor or HP to push through otherwise. You do have a magic ring, that's good. Also want to give you the Power Glove. Who is our next highest damage dealer? You are. You get a Power Glove too. Everyone else has the rings over the Lucky Clovers. 2 attack, I don't think it's substantial enough. You want the Lucky Clovers for a chance it drops. We really are behind on armor. Like, we should have more. We should have a full set of armor at least. Even shields are kind of bad. We'll buy... We can buy both, right? And still warp. At least it's a little bit extra HP. We do have 2 gem slots. Although we have gems. 70... Just a little bit low on HP. At least they're doing good damage now. What are you doing? 31... Yeah, that's what it's looking like. I want to try and avoid it. I mean, we're clearing in 6 again. Granted, once we get to 280 is when, like, the next HP scale really will come into effect. We probably won't have enough damage. But my biggest issue with nurses is, essentially we're cutting out a sixth of the damage. So, on 4 enemy rooms, it's just not feasible to use mystics and nurses. You'd want high single target damage if you're going to use a nurse, so then you can at least clear some enemies. Otherwise, with a nurse, we're not clearing 4 in time, so we're still taking all 4 hits. But you'll probably need it for the boss, it's looking like. And I can look up how much HP he has. Except if I click enter, the time is going to mess up again. Oh god, I mapped that to the wrong key. I don't know. If at 280 we can still do it in 6 casts, there's a chance that you can get by if you can craft weapons, I guess. It's a big thing. I mean, to make it realistic, we should be using just iron swords and mapping around that, because that's at best what you can craft. Because all the materials for that you can buy from the shop. Oh, so close. Lobster, right? Is this one? Which the bubble is annoying. But for the most part, all of them are just DPS races. So come on, clear in 6. Ah, thank god. Do less than... Cool, you're doing less than half. But, yeah. This is because I could craft this Infected Edge and this Glaive. Both things we wouldn't necessarily have the ingredients for. I know the Stardust and one of the demon items comes from the quest. So I think you can craft the Glaive no matter what. But you definitely can't consistently craft the Infected Edge. The issue with nurses is then you're going back to carpenters because they have the highest single target, which means at some point you don't want to use mystics, you want to try and grind XP on the carpenters. And if we had the magic clock, we'd be done by now, most likely. Also, the 25k gold for inheritance has been a big issue with since we're upgrading weapons and everything. So I need to look at the quests again to see if there's any quests we can do to get another 1000 gold that we can unlock Mystic straight away for Dimension 4. That sucks. But we are on the last 10 floors. If we had the magic clock, it would be painful. Had what, four units it could have hit and not killed. Okay, final push. Red gem is also nice. We're doing a lot of damage with Skull Bash. Ooh. You would also be doing the most damage for the magic ring. No, I think because they do use Skull Bash, you want the Power Glove. The magic ring should go to our next highest, which would be you. And then you can have the other Power Glove. Yes, you can have the Clover. No, we'll go for damage at the moment. Red smithing crystals not needed. Still no 6th armor piece. Alright, fingers crossed. This should be it. Should have enough damage. $36, 28, 33. These two should do the same, right? Yeah, 40. So the gem doesn't have any impact. I mean, that makes sense. It does say only physical. We are clearing in 6, so we're definitely good for the boss. Question is, yeah, just how do we get enough gold to unlock Mystics on D4? We can't get Inheritance for 25k gold. We can get the 15k gold to buy enough blue smithing crystals to cheat in gold, I guess. So slow without the clock. We'll skip a floor and we'll just regen mana, I guess. Not that it's a big deal. They have infinite mana at this point. Continue. And onto the boss. Hopefully we can not wipe to it. And hopefully we can avoid unlocking nurses. Even so, at this point, it wouldn't be too big of a deal. Oh, another blue. Is that another... Ah, Blade of Virtue. Also a good weapon. See how much damage we do. 200, 200... You do 48, so everyone's 2 hits. It's pretty good. Fingers crossed. We should have enough damage, surely. Even with losing people. Okay, so the boss is definitely easier than I thought. Cool. What do we do? 235. So if we had the magic clock, we could have definitely done it under 2.5 hours. Oh, that's a really good sign. Keeping under 3 hours, keeping under an hour on average per dimension. Anyway, that's it for me for now at least. Thanks anyone who checked it out, Santurfa. Thanks for chilling with me, giving me some help figuring stuff out.